I don't know what y'all want to do next, y'all. And hold that beat, y'all. A one-time crank 'em. Put that butter with my cornbread, y'all. Come on. We go. We'll let the beat rock. We'll let the beat rock. Oh, man. We'll let the beat rock. Hey, Reese. Right there, Reese. Hey, a hit man.
Good evening and welcome to Let's Have a Sit Down, where we stay in our lane and we respect the game. Before we get started, I just want to say something. I just want to take this time out, and it's fitting right now because we have women in here. Y'all are life givers and nurturers. Look, y'all, please put the guns down. There's nothing worth nobody killing nobody over, nothing worth nobody dying over. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm about to challenge everybody. Everybody want to play with them guns. It's like this. Ask yourself when you pick a gun up, what does it do good? Is it beneficial? Does anything good come out of it? Just ask yourself that. Does anything good come out of it? And if your answer is, well, the good thing that come out of it is I stay alive, then hey, I can't argue about that. But the thing is, that's not what's going on. Especially when you got 1-year-old children getting killed, little kids getting killed, just unnecessary violence. So I want y'all to challenge yourself. When you pick them guns up, just ask yourself what good comes out of it. And if you truly answer that question, you got your answer there, whether you're going to do the right thing or the wrong thing. And to the older guys out there, all that back in the day, that times was great and this and that, cut that out. Stop having these little young guys thinking that was the way to go. Because for real, back then it might have been cool, it might have been fun, but guess what? A lot of people died, and a lot of people ended up locked up. So I just want y'all to keep that on your mind, and like I said, we have women here today who are not just go-go stars, they women, they are life givers, they nurturers, they're with children, they do all types of things. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce everybody. I'll let them introduce themselves. You can start out with yourself, Spice.
Spice.
Mac Mama.
Well, I am Mac Mama Spice, and go-go game since '91, really longer than that, but been actually in a band since '91. I mean, not sneaking in the Coliseum and shit
Right.
when I was little.
Right.
So, you know, oh, okay. That's not a problem. Is this better? Alrighty then. Okay, yeah. I've been in go-go since '91, and it's been fun being in a band. You know what I'm saying? I love go-go. I'm go-go for life. That's just what it is. So.
For sure. And Miss
Oh,
Curtis.
and my band is Nasty Reloaded 5.0. Yeah.
Give it up for Nancy Reloaded 5.0. And the lady to my left.
I'm Karis. I'm from Belladonna, but I've been, none of your business how old I am, but 90-ish, because we were teenagers.
Yeah.
And
That's what I started an all-girl band first. Because, see, we used to always go see Junkyard down at Safari and,
Right.
you know, on K Street. And it's a bunch of us. We used to all hang out Allentown Road. And we met. And I was like, look, we're going to do a girl band. We're going to do what these guys do.
That's
We gonna
right.
do this.
Girl power. So y'all young ladies out there watching this, you know, these are very good examples to look to when you want to do something and get some things done.
Thank you.
You know, and you put your mind to it to be great at it. You know, and just have a whole lot of persistence, and you can achieve. All you have to do is believe. Yeah, so.
and stay consistent and stay with people that actually are kind of in your lane, you know, with the same thing. So, what in the world is that?
Yes. That's true.
So I wanna get right
Excuse me,
into a
everybody.
few things right now. Now, Miss Curtis, you part of Belladonna, and I got a question I want to ask you.
Okay.
You told me you played with a band called Clicks.
Clicks.
Clicks. I got a funny story about that. When I was a little kid, right, we was outside, we seen a poster. And it had KLX, was that how you?
KLYXX.
I never knew how to pronounce the name of the
Like
band.
drumsticks clicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Clicks. Actually, James Funk's mom, Miss Mac,
Okay.
started that band, and I was 16. And
She stole all of my girls from my band.
Are you beefing right now?
I ain't beefing. She rest in peace. I'm just keeping it real.
Oh, yeah,
That's
nah,
how
I get
Clicks
it.
came to surface because Nasty Girls. Edwina was in my band.
Right.
She was in my band. Pretty much all the girls
Right.
that went with Clicks was in the Nasty Girls. We didn't
Right.
have no power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Mac was power. If y'all don't know
Okay.
who Miss
Oh,
Mac
yeah, I know.
excuse me.
I
you
know.
get what I'm saying? She
Very
was power.
powerful.
And when she say something, that's what's gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? Me being a hothead back then, especially you want to be with Clicks? No. Don't want to be with Clicks. I'm nasty. And why y'all calling yourself Clicks? I'm thinking Click. You get what I'm talking
Right,
about?
right, right.
I wasn't talking about Stick.
Right.
Yeah, but then it was crazy. I used to look at the post, like I would see all the bands because I was a kid. Like, you know, and when I saw Go Go Live, one, it turned me out. You know, I got to watch it while I was in school. I was in school, in elementary school. My teacher, Miss Wilson, let us watch it. I'm like, cool. And what happened is the light bulb went in it. I said, man, I got to get into this. You know, I was a kid, but I wanted to do it because I could relate to everybody on that stage. You know, everybody I saw that stage, they didn't just look like me as a black man. They also sounded like us. Because the only representation we had of any of us, similar to our culture, might have been the hip hop culture, but they don't talk like us in
Right,
New York.
right.
They're different. Nothing against New York. We love y'all, New York City, and all the places around New York. But so it made me more aware. So one day I'm sitting there, I'm looking at posters here and there, and I seen y'all. I'm like, I didn't know I didn't know how to pronounce it, and I never saw the band. Did y'all have footage of y'all one time, and y'all had on all black?
We
that
did.
was on.
We did.
That's the footage I saw right there.
We did.
That was years ago.
It was funny because I have some footage that some people that are fans of Belladonna have been sending to me on Facebook. And we was playing Fast as a Mud. I was
But it
playing the
was for the
cowbell
time,
like I was
though. Yeah, it
playing
was,
the drum.
it was.
It was for the time.
Yep.
So it went with what we were doing back then.
It did, and it was, that was my training camp. you know, then, because if you could get through a go-go then go-go is kind of smooth sailing now.
Right.
That's
Because
right.
back in the day, it was a rougher thing.
Yes, it
You know, it
Yeah,
got
it
it
was.
made now, y'all, but coming up in the 90s, you know, in the early 2000s with go-go, it was a little different, so.
Well, I tell y'all, I'm glad that y'all are here today. We have, you know, we've started this podcast, this platform, and what we want to represent, you know, we want to be respected amongst the go-go musicians and, you know, the promoters and, you know, people who have a hand exactly in it. Because y'all all know, when we're on social media, you have everybody else, they want to be go-go experts. They think they know this, they think they know that, and never played. And that's nothing against people who support.
Right.
But what we represent here is the people who play it. You understand what I'm saying? We represent the people who know what a reset is.
Right.
We know the magic number is 4. We're going to go either 8 or 16. You know, a lot of people can't talk like that.
Right.
They can't talk that the high Congo going to come on the upbeat. They can't talk like that. So that's what we are here for. And I think this platform, that's what's special about us. Because this is not about me. This is about y'all saying what y'all need to say.
Right.
And educating them. Because a lot of people, they love go-go, but they don't understand everything about it. They don't understand what come with it. They don't understand certain terminologies. They don't understand that if you go on a certain show, you might have your lineup set a certain way to where, you know what, I'm going to have to read that crowd. We're going to
That's
throw
right.
that away.
That's right.
They don't
That's
understand
right.
that.
Set lists are cool, you know, because it's something to be familiar with. Like, usually what we do is just put 40 songs on a piece of paper.
Right.
And then it's like being a DJ. I always say this, a go-go band is a DJ.
Right.
You know how DJs watch the crowd, the record ain't working, oops, switch. Same thing with playing live music.
Exactly.
If the thing ain't working, you see people kind of stretching and going to the bar, switch gears. So,
No,
yeah.
I definitely dig
Yeah.
it. I definitely dig
Yeah.
it. I want to ask both of y'all something as lead talkers of y'all respectable organizations.
Thank you.
Who was you inspired by? Who inspired you? First, I want to know who inspired you, because I'm about to get real technical with these. I don't do what these other podcasts do. No disrespect, but I play in bands and been playing for years. I got 26 in, and I ask a certain type of question,
Right.
and for a certain type of reason.
Well, Bugs inspired me. He named me Spice. He named my
Okay.
whole front line. You know what I'm saying? So we all kept our names since we 18. You know what I'm saying? So as being in the go-go, I got to talk the funk. You know what I'm saying? Then I worked very close with Chuck Brown before he passed,
Right.
because that's what my band Nasty, we opened up a lot for Chuck Brown, playing at the Kilimanjaro,
Okay.
places like that. But it was Bugs, because he liked to do what I like to do. Like me, I'm a people person.
Right.
So if I can make you scream back at me, that's going to excite me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to jump down there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more like a people lead talker. You know what I'm
got you.
saying? I like to interact with my people, and I want you to talk back to me. You see what I'm
I
saying?
can dig
So
that, definitely. Then who inspired you, Miss Carey?
I want to say it was James Funk and Benny. Benny and I were very good friends.
Helicopter.
Yeah, that's my man.
I can see that.
I remember when I was a kid, I would sit in with Proper Utensils at the Ibex, and I didn't want to really sing. I could hold a note back in the day.
Right.
You know, but I didn't want to do that. I was excited when Benny started hollering and I was like, I want to do that. I want to talk. So he was
Right.
like, well, Cash, you just have to talk. It's all in the way you pronounce your words
Right.
and what you say. It's not talking.
Right.
He said, find your tone. You know, he said, and you're too soft. He said, tighten up a little bit. You know,
Right,
he said,
right,
it's
right,
in you.
right.
I hear it in your voice. So I would go see them and sit in with them. And then I just broke loose one day. And
dig that.
yeah, I did.
Okay, I want to ask both of y'all something. You say Bugs and you say Benny. Give me one word about Bugs, just one. You can't, no phrases, no nothing. Just give me one word.
Buzz is exciting to me.
Okay, we'll go with that.
He's exciting.
Then what's up with
I
Benny?
would say Benny was energetic.
Energetic. Okay.
Yeah.
I dig that. I looked at both of those guys, and a lot of times people don't understand that lead talkers, all lead talkers are, you know, you try to be different. but
Have to
y'all
be.
are all doing the same thing with your own style. It's almost you're making yourself a character up there. Which I mean, which you can't play lead talking, either you got it or you don't. I was always told that, you know, you can't teach lead talking. You can't. You might.
And you can't practice it either.
Right.
It's nothing you sit home and rehearse like you learning the song.
Right.
You
You
can't.
can-
Straight
can-
out the gate.
Right.
Yeah.
You can learn a count, you know, stuff like that, but
Right.
you can't teach how to be on that mic. One of my favorites was in Lil Russ's Soul. We just lost him, Slick Rick.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
He's the reason why I started
And I'm
Nasty
gonna tell
Back.
you,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you something. That guy right there, and I tell Uncle all this. Me and Heartbeat talk all the time. R.I.P. to you too, Rick. I know you looking down, but a lot of people, to me, they was cool and go-go, but that was the coolest one. That was the coolest one. Like when I say cool, I'm talking about personality-wise and on the stage, everything. Now, as far as the look, the coolest image I ever had was Funk going up on Go-Go Live with that leather jacket on. That was cool. I couldn't just, you know, that whole situation was just, it was different for me.
Right.
It was different, but yet it was the same.
Right.
Like I told you, it reminded me of my uncle, my father, you know, older cousins when I seen that happen. I said, man, this guy look like I know him personally. And I took to it. What we gonna do right now, we're gonna cut to a quick break, and we'll be right back with y'all here to sit down.
Hey, Buggin', you want to take us home now? Let's give something to look at, Buggin'. Take him on home, Buggin'. By yourself right there, Buggin'. Keep it there, baby. Hold up, Sauce. Hold up, Sauce. Yeah. Come on, Buggin'. Come on. Give me some of that old foot shit, Buggin'. Hey, Sauce, you roll down now. I'm gonna lay him on you, Sauce. Come on, Sauce. Tell me who's the boss, nigga. Come on. Come on. Give it up, Sauce. Give it up, Sauce. S-A-U-C-E. Come on, Sauce. Tell me who's the boss, man.
And we're back here at Let's Have a Sit Down. And we got joined by two more guests of ours. And y'all can introduce yourself. Starting to my left.
Hello, I'm Shasha, mouthpiece, BPM experience. Number one at the gun, one shot,
Okay.
one kill.
I can dig it.
Miss oh, well, we on.
You on?
2-2. Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Chuck, Eye Candy Crank, SOS. We went from ladies to co-ed. I'm a lead talker, CEO, founder.
Okay. That's what's happening. Now I've been sitting here talking to these ladies, enjoying the conversation. And there's a lot of go-go history here. And a lot of y'all people out there that's watching, pay attention to what we're talking about, because see, the thing is, we have a thing in go-go that we talk to people that we really don't know who they are and how much time they've really had in the game. And that happens a lot in go-go. And it's like one of these things that let me tell you something, it's crazy because it's one of those things where we get, where people in go-go, they get it in their mind that if you're not part of the big bands, you're youngins. What they don't understand is the big bands, a lot of them came from other bands. A lot of people don't understand that. So the thing is, there's a lot of experience in this room right now. A whole lot, and I want people to understand that. I want to talk about your situation, Shasha. Beats per minute. Your front line. I worked with your front line. Your ladies. I played in the band with them at one time. The other girls in the front line. Let me ask you a question. How did that whole beats per minute situation come together? Cause y'all like jumped on the scene. I didn't know who was who.
Right. Okay, so yeah, we let you pick that BPM too. It's beats per minute. Black people moving. We let you substitute whatever it is for you.
Oh, I thought it was already called that.
It was before I got there. I joined the band. I didn't even know what it stood for. But this is how it came about, and everybody know me from this. And I think I've done it to everybody. As a host, you want to be a part of the experience of the event.
Oh, thank you.
At all times. And sometimes being a spectator is not enough, especially when you engulfed in it.
Right.
So I used to jump on every stage I could. And because I had the history and was friends with the veterans,
Right.
I was welcomed. And they were my friends. They like, oh, here comes y'all. And I had opportunities to join bands and everything like that. But this field was different. And I just celebrated my year with them. We was doing a charity event, and it was cold outside. It was in November, and Gum Springs. So I was hosting, and they got to doing their thing, and they all singing, and Mary J. and a little bit of Jill Scott, and Aisha wasn't there. I'm sitting there like trying to call her, like, you ain't gonna believe this. And then there's not even the whole band out there. It was only keyboard, drummer, and congos, and two of the three the hard way. Carmen and Yanni was out there.
Yeah.
And they was taking care of it. And the thing about it was Carmen was holding her baby before she got on stage. That was crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, holding Yanni's baby before she got on stage. And that's crazy for me that they had all their kids out there and then they gonna just jump up here and crank like that. And I was sitting there giving the signal like, I go on sometime. I was like, I'll be going on sometimes. I rap sometimes. And she opened the door. And then people was like, oh yeah, where y'all perform again next? And I was like, hey, they asking where we gonna be at next. Where
She
we
joined
gonna be
anyway.
at? She said, are we gonna make it to practice? I said, everyone that we have. And that was it, because the vibe was so real with them. And the energy is everything. And one thing you can't miss when you see a female front line is energy. I don't care. Even on a bad night, honey, you gonna get some energy. And it don't mean turned up energy. It mean a vibe. It mean a ride. It mean an experience. And that's where females are always underrated, but we always come through.
Right.
See, even being a baby, I don't have it. I done seen all of y'all several times. I job like was a stalker for a minute. I'm sitting there like, y'all gonna do this show today? Do that? yeah, I know. I heard it yesterday. But it'll be nice today too. You know what I'm saying? When you live in Atlanta and you in town for one night and you at half note, you like Jesus. They say you got to put on dress shoes and you in there with Shiny Jones on with looking goofy as fuck. But you know, you always gonna get something.
I can dig it.
And the difference is you gonna get a pocket, you gonna get a sock, you gonna get the dynamics, but you gonna get something else.
Right.
And that's what's underrated
Right.
about the women is that we owe it to you
Right.
to make you feel like the man.
Right.
We empower you to make you feel like the woman. I don't care where you playing at.
Hey, I can dig that. And Miss Chuck, okay, your history is a very interesting history. What was your affiliation with Publicity Band?
We went to school together
Okay, now did you
with the Potomac High.
you dance with that band? Okay. For y'all don't know, Publicity is a very well-known go-go organization too from years ago that put out a lot of stars. Y'all have heard that name Publicity the third time on this show, and this is only the third show. Very, 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 very well-oiled machine. I've heard Publicity plenty of times. And Publicity is like one of those bands that I was saying before. You know how you have, people in these top bands that they come from other bands? I call them like, it's like they're a school. You know what I'm saying?
Usually where all of the top ones come
And
from.
they come from somewhere
And
else.
starting somewhere, it's like having a job. You
Exactly.
add to your resume. And when you get that job that's going to set that mortgage, that's where you retire
And
from.
that's it. So Publicity. So now here's the thing now. But what's interesting about that? So you went from Publicity as a dancer, and then you danced for pleasure too. Okay, and then SOS,
Precise.
Precise, and then SOS. Okay, my thing is, how was the transition from dancer to lead talking? Was it one of them things where I'm dancing, but I know I can lead talk?
Nah,
But
because
you
I've
just
been
knew-
stopped. I stopped dancing in '93 when I was on my second child.
Oh, okay, okay,
And then I got in a relationship with Wink.
right.
We had 2 kids together, and it was like out of nowhere.
Can I stop you there? I always wanted to ask somebody this. Now, bum, 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 bum. All right, look. Hold up,
You know he can smack 'em.
You know they're coming.
Now, look, I got a question.
Smacking.
Now, as a woman dating a guy that played as much as Junkyard did, Junkyard probably just now getting a break after 30 years.
Yeah.
A lot of bands is. Where did you even find, how did you find time to, deal with a relationship? Like, because a lot of times, or whoever you do, how do you deal with, because he's playing every week. If you, a woman in that position, how they find the time? You can't go out on the weekends, they playing every weekend.
I was
Or
with
they
him.
playing somewhere. So it wasn't no going out on no dates, the date was the go-go.
We did it. We did what we did. I was
Right.
with him. I was a fan of Junk. I
Okay,
was in
that's
his Rough
what's
It
up.
Off video. Like, I was a fan of Junkyard.
Right.
And just so happy, we became friends.
Okay, that's what's up. Because, I always wondered, like, how do dudes and bands carry relationships that's playing all the time?
I
Like, when
can't
do you
speak for
take the
nobody else,
lady
but
out?
I was with him. I met you there. I'm gonna
And you
continue to
said,
go.
Yeah, you have to, when
I
you're
can dig it.
dating a musician, whether it's the DMV musicians or national artists, we all the same.
Right.
You have to stay in your lane.
Yeah, 'cause
and
then-
date your type.
Yeah, because
And I'm not saying date your type as far as dating a musician.
Right.
I'm talking dating your type mentally.
Right.
Because sometimes, I'm pretty domesticated and very submissive, but you wouldn't know that because I ain't ever in the house.
Right.
But when I am in the house,
Right.
and when I'm not,
I was a housewife,
Right.
a mother
Yeah.
when I was at home, but when
Right.
it was time to put them boogie shoes on, nigga, look, I met you going to
I
see
can-
Junkyard.
I
That's
dig
not gonna
that.
change.
Yeah.
I love the music.
Right.
So like 2001 maybe,
Right.
I was like, Wank, look, I had a dream. Like literally, we was in all white, big stage, but Keisha was my Congo player. So
Yeah.
it took me 2 months. I've known her for years, but it took me 2 months to find her.
Yeah, how was the building process with putting the band together from, Yeah, because you put y'all together from scratch. Not saying that nobody played with nobody else or they didn't have experience. But take me through that, because one thing about that, putting a band from scratch, I hate it. And I've been through it once. I don't never want to go through that again. But when you do get it done right, it does pay off, because you got that sense of loyalty, that love, that honor, and respect amongst each other. Like we got here, let's have a sit down. You know what I mean? So my thing is, take me through that. Can you take me as much as you can through that, as far as piece by piece,
Sure
and
can.
putting your band together?
Well, first of all, he looked at me probably like I was crazy. But then when he seen me writing, shout out to Moja, other brother Reese from JYB,
Okay.
Saudi
I
Poker
know
Bean. He did a song, Demons and Thugs.
Okay.
Because he was doing his rap thing. So he did it with Junkyard. So I'm in the kitchen doing my thing. So I just rewrote the whole song. So he was like, sis, I ain't know you could do that. Nigga, me either. Let's try this. So I first did my verse with Junkyard. So when they did the song, if I was there, we did the song. So in the midst of that, I'm like, look, I gotta find Keisha. So he was like, me and Wink riding around. I was like, I saw her and came out with Marlon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me find out, on the south side, over there on 7th Avenue, let me try to catch her in that area. We couldn't find her. So lo and behold, we over Bug's house. This nigga laughed me out.
So,
Wink was like, bruh, Lori tried to put the band together.
you thought it was a game, right?
He literally fell to the floor laughing. He
Right.
laughed me out, like
Right.
literally laughed me out. I was like, for real, I'm serious. So he was like, we trying to find Black. He was like, Keisha, picked the phone up, called Giggles. It was it. Been with her ever since.
So now you got your Congo player. Did Keisha already have her drummer she was bringing, or y'all had to find her drummer?
Well, in the dream, Twink was in the daggone dream.
Okay.
Playing for Mumbo Sauce. I watched her playing for solo.
Right.
I was amazed, like, oh my God, this little young, she getting it in.
Right.
So tried out with Twink. I ain't had no keyboard player. So like Twink, I guess she felt like, look, this girl ain't got it together. Holler at me when you get it together. So ended up Sean.
Okay, yeah.
Sean. She was like, let's call, she was Fats then. She was like, let's
Right.
call Fats. I was like, all right. She instantly was like, her and Keisha's like dynamic duo. It was a no-brainer. So it's
Because
happened
they
like
played together before
Precise
with
and
Precise. Yeah.
I think Sean was with another band, Keisha was another, but they probably was in the same band together. They was backing them royalties and all of them back in the days. All
I
of
remember Delicious. Oh, I remember
Delicious
that name.
was so cranking.
Was they out like
was
in the
Phyllis.
was
Phyllis
they
was
all
their
was
lead
out the same
talker.
time. You just
Yeah.
wasn't. It's a. Everybody ain't gonna be able to get in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For you to be like for Belladonna, BPM, ain't nobody. If 2 more bands come out, they're gonna get the hype, but it's gonna be like, we still got these.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of hard. You're not gonna hear like I heard about all the bands because of course I like to dance. I was,
Right.
You see me a trip, Crystals, honey.
Delicious was out back when WOL and all that was out.
Delicious
right?
was
Yeah.
out when
I remember
Royalty and all of
hearing
them was out.
I
Because they used to
remember
play
hearing
at
that
Safari.
name, but I never heard them play. Now I remember hearing Royalty play.
Oh,
I
you gotta
remember
hear
them,
Delicious.
But I never heard
They was
Delicious. But I
cranking.
liked the name though. I was a little
No, their
young
lead
boy,
talker
you know.
name was Phyllis, and she was mean. Like, she really
Did she used
made
to
me
dance?
feel like, you can do this. I used to look at her and be like, I'm
That's
gonna
how
be
I
like
felt
her.
about Tam. Tam
I
and Michelle.
love her. Every time she get off the
And back
stage, I
then,
hug
when
her.
we were starting
Yes.
out girl bands, the way it has transitioned. In our day, it wasn't all that hating shit.
Nope,
Right.
it wasn't.
You know, you could go to the go-go and all
we
the
all
girls would
hug
come
each
on,
other.
hug,
Yeah.
jump on stage. That's how I met Spice, and I met you and Shasha running around the club. And I said to her one day, I said, why don't you get in the band? I did. I said
I knew it. I knew she was gonna be the
advice
best
from
dancer.
her.
Because she was very cordial. It's like, stop trying to jump on with mine.
No, I didn't. But because
get
her
a sick-
voice.
that was
She
her
not
voice.
like
No, really,
she
because she
was in
has
her.
this thing when she hosts parties. So we were talking one day years ago outside at Woodbridge,
At Babylon.
Babylon. I said, "Why don't you get in the band?" I ain't doing no band. I said no because
She knows she
that's-
had it in her.
It was in her.
Right.
I
You
just
know.
don't like band politics because I refuse.
But you
I
make
mean,
you create
you
your
got
own
your own
lane
lane.
though.
That's it.
You
Yeah.
create your
And you
own
do.
lane.
And you do. And like I'm just like I'm real emotional. You know, like we different people outside of that.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I'm very compassionate, and when it comes to
Talking to.
Go-go band. Hey, playing in the band.
Look, I gotta tell y'all how this one called me at like 9:30. I stay up till like 5:30. Just my mind works at night and in the early morning. She was like, yeah, so and so and so and so. I was like, nah, so and so and so and so. She was like, look, I told you that it was so and so and so. I said, look, let me tell you something. What ain't gonna happen is y'all don't understand that this. I got a lot going on over here. I'm running 3 minutes and shit happening COVID.
Oh, my God.
I don't even have love for this whole situation. Like, what's going on here? And then I was like, you know what? Okay, just whatever y'all want to do. I look and I was sitting on the phone with Yanni. I was like, you know what? I just respect the fact that she need to try to, she's getting her shit. And I look at the Jones and say, you know what, sis? Our energy and our vibe is so-and-so. We gonna do this. And that's a woman.
Right.
And see, that's where you get the game fucked up. Like them, I watch and go argue. Women don't do. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's a
put it
bigger
out there
picture.
like we are.
No, we're not
Right.
doing
But
that.
it's not like
We're
that.
not
Like
doing
a lot
that,
of people,
young.
you know, when I encountered, I hung out with Spice and I co-host one of her shows, but we were talking and the backlash I got was like, oh my God, I know you and Spice is cool. Well, who told
They
you we
always
wasn't?
say that.
But who
They
told
always
you
say
we
that. Oh,
wasn't?
I know you
Right.
know her.
It's
I
like,
know.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't get out much because I work.
Right.
But I love the girl bands because girls go harder to me than a lot of the guys because we have to.
Right.
You
Y'all
know?
got it. Yeah.
We have to. It's like the niggas are standing around and
Yeah.
watch us.
Like this.
You know,
And me looking like them don't help, because look at them.
you know what
I'm sitting here trying to learn how to twerk on everything. just so that I can have it. I don't want to be like, yo, I can't do it, but I can't do it. So, it's
it's crazy because, I don't know why people do that. And I'm a big boxing fan. I've been around boxers with them 40 each up for a championship, and they sitting drinking liquor, talking about the fight from a month ago. But my thing has always been this: how can you not love what you are? Like sitting here with y'all are women, but I love y'all because we do the same thing. How can you not love who do this what you do? I don't get that. And I think a big misconception is, through the, I don't want to say fans, but through go-go supporters, that we all have an issue with each other.
Yeah.
And my thing is, just because I bring my best on the stage tonight to be the best, that don't mean I don't want the guys that take the stage after me or before me to be the best.
Right. They
Because if
supposed
we
to.
all be
They're
the best,
supposed to.
they're going to want all us to come back.
But
And we
see,
can keep that
I
money.
just don't know what an opening band is. I think it's just somebody got to play before somebody else.
that's
I
it.
don't give a damn. I didn't want to see the opening band or what your first band outcrank your second band. Then in my opinion, what I was coming to feel,
Right.
for that evening.
Right.
I'm not even gonna play with you when you say that, because we're open for anybody, but
Right.
we'll close you out too. Try us. We'll close you out real nice. But see, people say, oh, y'all, who y'all look up, who y'all want to be Slim? We all the way on the shoulder. We don't even want to beat. If y'all want the lanes, have the lanes.
Right.
Exactly.
We on the shoulder. We promise you vibe, crank, experience. We not trying to be nothing else. We like if you ball Erykah Badu up in a thing. Not to say they sound like that, but
Right.
that vibe that you hear, you talking frequencies.
Right.
We want to put that in the atmosphere, because this shit down here fucked up. So we trying to be right here.
Right. I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that's different.
I want to ask you a question. I asked both of these ladies the same question. I'm gonna ask you too. And matter of fact, who inspired both of you as lead talkers?
Wow.
Which, and you only got one. That's it. You can't be,
I can't see. I have to.
Really?
The only reason why I can speak, I have to use these other two because one is no longer doing it and one is deceased.
Okay.
So I have to pay homage.
Talk to me.
So first, when you see Bugs,
Right.
my all-time, I still watch him. He be on the mic like, Lori, I see you over there looking at me. Exactly. I'm still learning.
Right.
Tam and Michelle Peterson.
Yeah.
Those two women right there, they gave they all. And it was they was like that. That's all I can say. And back then, I didn't get a chance. I saw, excuse me, ma'am, honey child. You family, so they gonna think I'm being, listen.
I already know.
Listen, I sung for her when I was young, and then when I heard them doing the world longest song, I was like, my mama is not gonna let me be in this band, child. Cause her and Boo had it back then. Boo
Right.
was doing death drops. Jesus, she was doing death drops back in the 90s.
Right.
Like I saw her outside, Parks and Sing. They played out back in my building. When I saw her do
Talking
the
about the dance move?
yes, the
Yeah.
death drops, what the Queens be doing.
Yeah.
Boo was doing the death drops back then.
Yeah, I ain't know.
Yeah, Nasty Gang, honey.
Yeah.
On Everything I Love, she was the only one that I could say, all right, she might get in my business on the stage for us dancing. Like, cause Boo was like that. I wasn't doing them death drops. I'm sorry.
So yours is Time, Shell,
And Bugs.
and Bugs.
Yes, sir. Oh, rest in peace, Lil Benny. I'm sorry.
Benny, okay. You done got to
I'm
there.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who was yours?
You're not finna you limit me to one.
Okay, go ahead.
You're not
Look,
gonna
I
do
got you now. Everybody else.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
They deserve it though. I'm sorry.
First off, because I don't even think I'm worthy to be sitting here. So
Damn.
I just wanna humble myself to y'all's grind and to the shit that y'all had to put up with, to the blatant disrespect that the music and the craft has given you. Your footprints mean so much. Just for somebody to enjoy, to be a woman and be able to enjoy it. So not to say that, you know, there is no, when you're a woman,
Right.
female, black, barber, gay, I mean, how many more strikes you want?
Right.
I understand walking into something like that, but it had to be worse. Cause they won't even let me play the cowbell. I mean, I can't play shit. This is it. Like, I don't have no choice but to talk shit.
Talk.
This is it.
Talk shit and swallow
So when you
spit.
think
That's
about
all.
what y'all your skin had to be more than tough. You had to put
Most definitely.
your everything aside to just do what you love and be successful at it. You asking somebody that's the least respected human on this planet to be equal, be looked at as equal or greater than. So I'm not even worthy to sit here, but I'm glad I am because I
said
take
you
back
wasn't
things.
worthy, though,
No,
huh?
the grind. We in our lane. You know what I'm saying? But I have to start with women first. If I'm gonna appreciate, the craft, I have to be able to appreciate the ones that can identify with the fear factor that you have before you even touch that mic.
I still get butterflies.
You
Damn,
want
it's
to
a process.
you want to
hear
throw
me?
up. I be feeling like Eminem one time. Get out
No,
there.
yeah, what's good? Oh, we gonna fuck them up. Listen, for
And
the
the whole
whole
time
nigga,
I'm
Joe,
like,
I
"Bleh."
shut down. I swear, I was so scared.
Yeah.
I was so nervous. I ain't eat nothing. Young. I
Yeah.
was like, you talk about. I still get butterflies.
So,
Still get butterflies.
That being said, I definitely wanted to start there and end there. But Bugs, because of the history and because I seen them and how agile, it was the agility for me. Being able to, okay, 5-5, we ain't gonna have that tonight. All right, y'all ready? Okay, ladies, with them. I mean, you know what? The flow is just crazy, the agileness. Because you put together, you might like LeBron for this, but you might like Jordan for this.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
Exactly.
Bugs and that ability to calm down a situation.
Right.
He can
But
start
take
one
you-
and end one.
Yeah, because the rough it off. I mean, you go from 0 to 60, and the 0 to 60 is so hard to achieve from silence to mass hysteria.
Right.
I mean, the whole damn top jump, the balcony. I thought that has to be the hardest piece of steel ever created by God.
Right.
that balcony at the IMAX. Because seriously, we should have had fatalities. It was terrible. So Bugs, definitely. G just represents a have-not. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can just say,
Coming from the bottom.
this is what
and
the
now
fuck
we
it
here.
is, nigga. Like, I still wake up and think about, oh, damn, I ain't brushed my fucking teeth, but let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then to be able to go NAACP awards and the outside the community and still able to be inside of your community, it's still you. He Hollywood, but he's
Right.
Hollywood appreciated. Some of the people Hollywood can't go back to the hood. He's still in the hood,
Yes.
regulate
In the
the
trenches.
hood, represent the hood,
Right.
Yep.
and respected by the hood. Don't forget
Oh,
the hood,
oh.
and everything that is hood is good.
And we'll call shots.
And will call shots that are listened to. Now, people that are representing G, if you don't represent him, he just plays his manhood in situations where people are talking is impeccable.
Right.
Because I know he had to be going off. But see, he worried about why the fuck niggas killing people in the city.
Right.
These niggas talking about, oh yeah, Drews is better than Backyard. You didn't really think about that. Like, you worried about that, and they worried about people dead. Dead kids. Like, if you really want to get on their level, get on their level.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving, but I'm sorry, I get sidetracked. But and the other one, I just have to give it to rapper, because how can somebody have 3 successful, what they say is top tier bands? 3, it's hard having 1 half
Right.
on the road to 3? 3? On any
Right.
night, man, I be to mix songs up. All right, let's go. We gonna get in the not the water, okay, I forgot. Successful. I don't care if you like the people. What they doing is magic. Like, you see, if you can watch
He is
somebody
like that.
on stage zone out, hey, it's a lovely thing. And you try to explain it to them, like, you taking people from a place where they got stuff going on. Some people come to dance, some come to trance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
And,
I
old
get it.
heads trance. We don't care about, who over that joint. Them niggas beating their feet. Them boys beating their feet. That's a holy dance.
Yes.
That's a spirit in there. You can't teach
our
somebody
roots.
to do that. You taking everything that's in somebody, and half the time the only people that they clicking with set them off is doing what they own in their own. This is it.
Right.
This is it, and that's something that's spiritual, and people forget that they don't see that in the craft. So that's why I like him. But then that's it.
When it comes to the lead rappers, and I tell everybody this because I don't really have, my favorite band is Backyard. That's my favorite band. Junkyard to me is the best band.
Yeah, I'm like the same way.
That's just like, I'm just saying in general.
My favorite band is
Northeast
Darnell Floyd.
and Northeast, and Northeast for me was always the
Yeah,
band
exactly.
that was cranking. But I always was like, but I like Backyard. But they crank and it was nice. I'm like, because I used to go see Northeast and back at the WST. And to me, those 2 bands made each other better.
Oh yeah.
But what I tell people about Ra, Bugs, and G is, G, to me, great talker, but what make him great is he's able to keep his band together as long as he have. You got to be a very powerful person to keep a band together that long. Their core been together, 30 years almost.
They look like they have a good time.
Right,
And
and their
love-
family
They
oriented.
love each other.
Real love for
Right.
each other.
They went to Africa.
Yes, and then you got, and then,
Go to Africa with my band. My band
then-
want to go to Africa.
They all
and
show
then I
the
look
same
at
love,
I look
too.
at Junkyard, and my thing with Bugs is he took
General.
front line. Junkyard's the front line school for go-go. I'm
Hey,
sorry,
yes,
it's never
it
gonna
is.
be no.
Talk
I'm
that
sorry,
talk.
it ain't
Yes,
gonna
it
be no
is.
better front line than
Down to
Junkyard.
that dance
It's just
stuff.
not.
Yes.
It's just not. Down to the cadence and all that. You
All
got
of
some
it.
bands, the lead talker say their part, the second guy say his part, and the singer sing. Junkyard, they going in and out. To me, they don't have a 2 guy. They got a 1, and then they got the rest of them, and they coming. Rapper dude, he can talk, control the sound man, control the guitar player.
He hears everything.
He hear everything.
I say, oh yeah, he back here
He-
right before they start, and they just
Right.
breaking. I said, damn, they sound
He
good.
like
said,
the
nah,
he
Sade
like the
off.
you know
I
the
said,
the,
damn.
the, the trap house. He like
Right.
the trap house. When you go in the trap house and get your fix. I watched him
Yeah, he
a
got
couple of
the
weeks
dope.
ago. He was on the stage with a band.
Yeah.
The band doing their
Everything.
thing, but when he come up there, just nice and cool. When he come up there, the whole energy. I'm in the fucking house like nigga, like his energy, the way he conduct, the way that he controlled, they discipline, just every. He just.
They
I
did.
take my hat off to
I had a
him.
very good question with him in 1995. My first band played with them. I went Northeast. Northeast played out West Virginia. And all of the bands y'all going to West Virginia now, that West Virginia been getting tapped into for years. You know, 'cause
Years.
Junkyard used to go out there a lot.
Years.
But my old band, my first band, we went and played with them in 95, and me and Rapper had a conversation. He probably don't remember this conversation because he was talking to my lead talker. He said, man, I got my style. He's like, where you get your style from? He said, man, I got bugs and I got funk and I mixed it up. You got raw. And he said, man, one thing about me, he said, my thing is what I like to do. And I didn't understand the complexity of what he was saying back then. He said, I conduct everything. And, you know, during that time, I'm thinking, you know, the furthest thing, you know, the biggest thing as far as conducting a band is, you know, okay, take it to the top and we're going to drop it off. You know, we're going to crank and I'm going to bring it to the top. No, this guy dropping off, he bringing the guitar in, taking the guitar out, telling the PA man to drip drop it. He probably telling the lady at the door, don't take fives, only take tens or something. I don't know.
His word and his slang. Oh my God, he like that.
Controls everything. And to me, I can't say one is better than the other because they bring so much
To the table.
And they all different.
Yeah.
Like I tell anybody, and I told people, I say this all the time, lead rappers is like pimps. They all do the same thing, but you gonna have something that's fly with it, something that's cool with it, some gorilla with it, some no nonsense with it, but they all do the same thing. And if they do it right, you're gonna enjoy it. Because like I said, I'm a Backyard fan, but I love seeing Rock get up there and talk a bunch of shit.
A whole bunch.
The shows that I don't like is when he don't talk, which is very rare. But I like to see a talker talk, not just say phrases all night. And that's another thing about these new bands. They think talking is just saying phrases. Nah, talk to the people in the crowd. Tell that girl about her hair. Tell them about them $5 chicken wings. You know, tell them about last night what was going on and how y'all gonna come back next week and be in the same spot. You don't hear a lot of that no more.
But you can't. I hear what you're doing. You cannot tell them how to do their thing. Because, see, it's like the bounce beat. We been bouncing. We was bouncing back in 91. We didn't call it bounce beat. Think about it. And think back to your favorite band. They was doing everything these little young people are doing right now. My thing is, I notice about the new go-go, the lead talkers are normally like singers. They sing, and then they talk. And then they're not really talking about nothing. You get what I'm saying? They put some crews on. I watch them. You know what I'm saying? All the little bounce beats band. They just different to me. It's not fun. It's like they sing, and then they try to,
There's
you know, do the
differentials
little.
between a person that can sing and talk and a lead talker.
So I don't know if it's really lead talkers anymore. I don't know what you call them.
Some people that's something
just
that
a triple
I tell you like
I
this.
don't like
Now,
it.
I'll bring
How
up one.
is it a
now,
triple
I'll
threat,
bring,
though?
now, I'll bring up one name.
I watch Mature Clientele, female.
Talisa.
Ty. She's a triple threat. She can lead that. She can lead talk.
If she had to.
And if she could she?
But she's
because
not the lead talker for
She
them.
could. What I'm saying
know
is she
that.
could. And should she not talk because she can sing? See,
That's not what I'm
I
saying.
let them do what they do, and I respect them for what they do. If they lead that band and they lead and they sing, then that's on them. That's their sound. They brought it to what it is that they do. Yes, it was done before in a different variation. What I can respect is the goal to have a variation. And then have veterans. I can't be or say that I like the craft and not respect the alteration. If it's them, they're not trying to say, let us play before Essence because y'all crowd is our crowd is their crowd. They're identifying with a different teenager than I was. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to the black hole at 11 years old. At 11 right now, you better be at home sleep. You definitely wouldn't be on Georgia Avenue.
But see,
Yeah, you
basically what
definitely-
I'm saying, I get what you saying, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying as far as, I'm talking about like a
Right,
real
a
lead
veteran
talker.
wise,
Because
yeah.
I fucks with Talisa. She lead talk for
So how you feel about
Junk and
Steve
them.
Roy though?
She
I think
love
that's
him.
what I was going to
He's a
bring
lead.
up.
He's cranking.
Now, can I bring?
He's different though.
But can I say
He's
this?
different from what's that
You
boy
saying
name
that
from
'cause
the
his
little
beard.
bounce beat band? They was just on the Go-Go Awards.
Oh,
He
you talking
won.
about,
I don't know
Chris?
his name.
TLB Chris.
Yeah, him.
See, I
He's
like that little
different.
jump, though, when they
He's
did that.
different from a Steve
Where is
Roy. They're different. You get what I'm saying? He's good at what he do, but it fits in their category for the bounce beat. He sing and then he'll do his little thing. But Steve Roy get gutter. You get what I'm saying? Steve Roy know how to get up there and tell you to go get them chicken wings. Go pay the photo guy, and he gonna turn her on and be like, "Oh girl, what's up? I saw you last week. What's up?" Yeah. That's a lead talker to me. He wrapping up the room.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Versus like
talking to have more interaction.
I'm not. They can do whatever they want to do. What I'm saying is, it's different breeds of it.
Right.
Go like Baskin Robbins. I say this to everybody. It's like Baskin Robbins. It's 31 flavors.
Oh yeah, I definitely
You get what
can
I'm saying?
agree with that.
I'm a butter pecan type woman, but
too.
I like chocolate. I like it mixed up sometimes. But the new stuff, this cookies and cream with the mint and the Oreo. I mean, come on, young. Like you may like it.
I'm gonna be honest with you on a lot of things because I was gonna name Steve Roy, but not in the manner of what I'm talking about. Because when I look at Steve Roy, I look at the change of the dynamic of the lead talker now.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, Steve is like a hybrid. He can talk, he can sing, he can rap.
Yes, he
If
can.
you take,
That's why I can't put him in one of my top three.
now
Because he wrapping up everybody.
here's the thing. If you take him and
It's
put
a
him,
four-
if you
quad
put
threat.
him by himself, he can talk in the pocket.
Yes, he
He
can.
can take you through the pocket.
Yes, he can.
And when it's time to open up,
He jumps.
Yes.
he can do whatever, and then he can throw a rap in there. He can literally
But
run
that's
the
the
whole show
differential of
himself with
A
nobody
person
there.
that is grounded with experience, then when you come from the 90s, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
It's not trying to figure, it's what it is. And
Right.
Steve Roy is from that era with Floyd and Scooby, Frank Cyrus or whatever y'all call him, that's Scooby to me.
Yes.
Whatever.
I remember
That
OP
genre
Trav.
of
That's what I
guys.
remember.
Yeah, they just, it's a dude
all
check
up
next.
there.
It's just a
Right.
difference,
Check.
y'all.
It's
It's
totally
totally
but-
different.
Check next.
I would
But-
like to see him more
but-
interactive, but their crowd don't call for that.
But it's
where-
like
these
Baskin
jokers
Robbins.
that-
But I'ma
Every
say
flavor
this.
not gonna do it for you.
But I'ma
This is
say
what
this.
they like. You
I'm
get
not
what I'm
even-
saying? It's what we like.
I'm not
So-
even talking about the bounce beat bands. I'm talking about some of the grown and sexy bands, and it's
Oh,
nothing
no, they
against
should
it.
do it.
But a lot of them, their whole thing is they'll sing, but I don't hear them really. Not all of them, some of them. Basically what I'm saying is that statement wasn't directed to bounce beat band, 'cause they got a whole different thing they do.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do.
Different era.
They do.
Different, their time,
Yeah.
their drives are
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But the ones that's even sockets and pockets and some of the the grown and sexy, it's like people are resting on all I gotta do is say some hooks all night. And that's cool. But my thing is too, is the art of the lead talker leaving? Do you see it kind of like, because I see people, the ones that are here and are at a certain level, they still lead talking. But after a while, as time progresses, you do think the lead talk is going to phase out? I hope it don't.
No.
I don't
Because
think
it's
so.
a very important part of
That's the front
That's the
line.
maestro.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
fundamentals of go.
I don't
But,
think
but I'm
so.
talking about
Second
but the
mic.
actual talking, not just
Yeah,
the
the talk.
directing,
Nah, you
but
have
them talking.
Well, it
Like
depends
like we
on
used to
who you
hear
wanna
funk
see.
talk.
Right.
When you
And
come
that-
see
that's
the younger
right.
era, you're not going to get what you see if you come see
They're
me
not
or
gonna
Spice
harass
or.
you.
Hold on, we have a caller calling in.
Sit down, put me through.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, so it depends. I always say, that
at me.
but bands play 7 nights a week. When you put your clothes on, you know where you're going.
Right,
It's your
right.
choice.
There it
Right.
is.
I don't get mad if Belladonna don't fill a room, and some nights we got a line around the block. And then some nights they rather go see Essence or whatever.
Right.
It depends. It's your choice.
Right.
So you can't argue the fact that we all have options. Like
Right.
if I could see Donnell Floyd, there's no other band but me.
Right.
Right.
Any band he's goes, so I don't care where he at, I'm gonna go.
Right.
But that's just who I like,
Right.
along with Bugs, and I like the harder niggas on the front. I like
Right.
Bugs and Benny and Funk and those. That's
Right.
where I grew up at. So I don't know how to pay respect backwards.
Right, right.
Thank you.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
just respect their lane.
You know what I'm saying? And I've
Embrace it.
seen some of these younger bands. They sharp as shit. Like
Yes.
I
we
respect
did
their lane, 'cause that
Go-Go
shit-
Awards. The
even
girl
as-
We
named
got it.
Tajay.
Okay,
Tasha?
I'm sorry,
What's
but
her name,
ladies,
Tasha?
Which band was
we
it?
have a caller. We have a call calling in. Hello, caller. Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
Yes, caller. What's your name?
It's on the delay.
Hello.
Yes, caller calling in. What's your name?
Oh, yes, Danaja.
Hey, what's going on, Voices? How you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, we doing all right over here. Thank you for calling in to Let's Have a Sit Down. So what do you have to say to the panel today? Because I know you all are affiliated and y'all all know each other.
Oh, I've just been kind of sitting and watching, learning, taking notes. It's just dope. It's just dope. Just being amongst the women that are here and just soaking up the knowledge.
I have a question to ask you.
Sure.
Now, being that you're located in North Carolina, and there is a go-go band scene in North Carolina, who is it that you? First of all, what drew you to want to be in the go-go game? Like, was there a specific band you watched, or a specific person?
So the crazy thing is, I'm hearing every other word. I can't hear everything, so bear with me real quick. Try to see, can I get a little bit of a better connection? I think you were asking me what brought me into the go-go game.
Yes, like what band, was there a specific band you saw or a specific person you saw?
I'm sorry, what?
Was there a specific band or a specific person you saw that made you want to play?
Oh, absolutely. I was telling somebody I ended up with all of Chuck Brown's videotapes that just got dropped into my lap. And I was supposed to be like hosting this video show with all of his tapes. And as I was sitting there for hours upon hours, I got inspired just with Chuck Brown. You know, it was like just to have these tapes to drop into your lap. I felt like the universe just like, yo, here you go. And that's kind of how I started. But I didn't have a band at the time. I actually just developed a go-go song about 10 years ago, and that was kind of what pulled me into it. And then I quit doing music. I quit doing music in 2013, and then in 2015, I had a dream that I was on stage, and I was literally doing go-go with a whole band, and that's where it came from. And then I started doing all of the research, and fell in love. Like, I'm so in love with it.
Let me get another answer from you. How did your body respond when you first heard go-go? Like, what did it do? What did it make you feel?
I'm gonna try going directly to my phone. Can you hear me better now?
Yes. Okay. How did your body respond to go-go when you first heard it?
How did my body respond?
Yeah, like
to go-go?
what did it make you move?
I couldn't stop moving. I was like, well, here's the crazy thing. My first experience of a go-go was kind of whitewashed.
Right.
It was really whitewashed, as a matter of fact. Trouble Funk came to North Carolina, and they did this folk festival. And I'm amongst all of these white people watching Trouble Funk.
Right.
And they, you know how, they have this weird rhythm. But I just couldn't stop moving, and I was just stuck. And I was just stuck right there. And then my second experience with go-go was Belladonna coming down. And once again, I was super stuck. My big brother with R&R Productions had brought them down. And I had my song Stilettos Rocking at the time, and he was like, this is a go-go band. This is what you do. So that was my second experience. And then my third experience was Junkyard.
Okay, now let me stop you right there.
Words after a Junkyard experience. All I remembered was being in, I think it was Babylon. Matter of fact, it was. I was in Babylon. I was standing by the stage. I was supposed to be learning something, and I got pushed all the way to the left. I think it was Rough It Off that came on. And literally, I'm going to say it this way, they roughed me all the way out the way.
But let me ask you a question. how did the junkyard experience, how different was that than every other experience as far as the energy?
It's different, man. It's different.
I'm going to repeat the question just to make sure I heard it because it's very low right now. You were asking me how was the junkyard experience different from the other experiences that I had?
Yes, as far as the energy. Yes.
I thought I was going to die. I really thought I was going to die. Like, I had never been to something that was so aggressive. I was like, what's
She
happening
told me
right
I told
now?
them to even
But
rough it off for, she said they started going
I don't want to move. I think I might die, but I don't want to move because
Right.
this is like intense. When I didn't want to go nowhere.
It was
And
Right.
just watching Bugs do his thing, I was like a kid that was stuck because I didn't grow up on go-go. I didn't grow up with the sound. I actually grew up in Chicago on house music.
Right. Okay.
Big difference.
Well, do you have anything to say to your sisters up here in the game?
I'm kind of like Shasha. I'm just honored to be included because I'm like the baby. Like I done come into this knowing anything. I've watched the majority of you. I remember Belladonna coming, and I just stood there and watched Karis like she was God's gift to the world. Watching Spice. I think Spice was the first conversation I ever had with anybody connected to Go-Go because Hosea sent me her number and then to meet Lori and like see her in action. All I can say is you women are amazing. And like I said, entertainment is so dominated by men and they really don't sometimes want to include the female presence, but it's so amazing to be amongst all of y'all. Like it's an honor. I wish I was there, but that drive was gonna kill me.
Well, thank you for calling in, Voiceness. And from D.C. to North Carolina, we love y'all, and it's all good. And you just keep on doing what you're doing, and thank you for calling in to Let's Have a Sit Down.
Absolutely. I'm still watching, so you're going to see my comments, because you may not see me, but I'm still in the building. All right?
All right. Yes, indeed.
All right.
All right. Now, ladies, y'all probably aware y'all had some cards in front of y'all. I want y'all to pick them cards up and look at them.
I didn't see you put them down.
Was this my card?
I mean, whoever, it don't, hey.
What?
What did yours say?
Wow.
Matter of fact, we're going to start with you.
Why? What is
Cause
it?
Go ahead and say.
It's us against them.
Okay, it's us against them. Have you ever been in a situation as the lead talker where it was just this one show, where it was like, look, you got in front of the crowd. I mean, you got in front of the people. Y'all was playing, and it was like they weren't responding the way you wanted. And have you ever been in that situation? I've seen bands be in that situation where they not responding, and that lead talker got to kick it into another gear. It's like the band got to become more aggressive as a unit together.
Well, I remember playing at the ABC Auto Lot opening up for EU. I hope the person is looking. And Nasty was about to play. And this is the only time I ever felt like us against them.
Right, cool. That's what I want.
Lead talker from another band, I will not say their band name. Him and Sugar Bear, they was on the side, they was talking. And he was like, man, something about her, she thinks she a nigga. I looked, I said, what the hell are they talking about? They was talking about me.
Right.
So like my sister say, we put songs on the table. So
Right.
once I heard this man make me feel like I couldn't do
Right.
what the guys in the Go-Go could do,
Right.
and I'm opening up for EU, my first time opening up for Sugar Bear and them, and I'm like, okay, set change, y'all. We changing the set. Why, Spice? I said, just follow me. They said, all right.
And they trusted.
They trusted me.
What's up?
So we came out with Scarface. Wait.
These motherfuckers got me pinned. I got to wait. Because they did put their hands on my
did that with us.
face.
One
And them
birthday.
niggas say, woo. I say, yeah.
I am
She
a
did.
nigga.
I got videos.
Right.
Oh man,
Like
hey,
2-3 years ago.
So ever since then, I never let none of these guys in the go-go make me feel less than a
Right.
woman. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's why I boss everybody. Like, Spice is, yeah, I am her. I will fight you. I will. Sorry. But I mean,
Sorry,
you know what
not
I'm
sorry.
saying? Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, I really don't
I don't
let
mind me my
nobody, you know what I'm saying, make me feel like that no more. I really felt so small when
Right.
he said she thinks she a nigga. And I'm saying to myself, I don't think I'm a nigga. I'm in heels, in booty shorts.
They said to me too.
Well,
They
goddamn.
looking at the colors that
Yeah,
are on in
right.
the book. That's all.
So that's what happened to me. That's the only time I ever felt
felt
uncomfortable.
like
I love when she hit that
Yeah,
joke.
never
I
felt
and
like
it's
that
all right,
before.
you know, when y'all are together like that, and you know they trusted you. That was the main thing. When you
Yeah.
made the
and
audible,
you killed
like
it.
Peyton Manning,
And the
they
set
trusted
went
you.
so
killed it.
good.
Oh, it
Like,
go- it
I
goes
love
good
that
after that.
CD.
Those are the
It's
best
so
ones.
good.
You got that CD?
I think I do. I
If
think
you do,
I
I
do.
need to
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah,
I'm
the
going
set
looking
went
for
good.
You ain't.
Miss Chuck,
What's up? What's
talk
up?
to me. What's on your card?
Weapon of choice.
All right, weapon of choice.
What's up?
You got a show. It's Saturday night. Guess who your show with? Junkyard. But they opening for your band. Cause they yeah. So my thing is, what's your weapon of choice? How you gonna come out? Cause you know how Junkyard leave the stage. Come on, now. You the lead. You the quarterback.
My
What you,
weapon of
gonna,
choice?
what you gonna do? Are you coming out with the high open? You coming out with the top 40? So how you gonna come out now?
First of all, you can't come out with no top 40.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
I probably
I'm
hit them
sorry.
with something like, I don't know what they was thinking. How can they sleep on a pretty girl cranking?
Yes.
If you coming out with a high open?
Yeah.
Yeah,
High
pretty
open.
much.
Okay, cool.
My weapon is Keisha.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna let Keisha crank
her,
chaos
my
gonna
sister,
get it.
My sister on the cowbell, 4 blocks of Keisha.
Keisha's an animal.
It's gonna work.
That's my CPU sister, so I know. I see her work when we go to the CPU events. Oh yeah, she gets it in. What's up with you, Shasha? Your car.
Play something.
What's your thing?
I wish I could play something. I can't even play the block.
I ain't got
They
no
take
coordination
sticks
either.
away from me, everything. Like
I
I'm buying
can't
the
do
keyboard. I don't
nothing
know how
on
to
the,
play
on
that
the
either.
keyboard, cowbell. I can't do none of
I
that.
can't play nothing.
I need the cowbell, not keyboard.
Bosses take losses.
Okay, have you give me a incident? Well, not an incident, but give me a time where you're in charge of your situation at BPM, where you actually as a boss, because a lot of times in anything we glamorize the boss, but they don't understand. It's a lot of things that come with being the boss.
Ooh, child.
Being the boss will make you cry sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it will. When you buying the foot pedal and you don't play the drums.
Oh,
Like that.
Being
Like
responsible.
just come
Yes.
to practice because I don't expect nobody to have it if the creators of the band don't have it. If
Right.
if anybody in my band don't have something they need, I don't care. If don't nobody else speak up, I'm gonna try to get it. So
Okay.
but go ahead.
No, but you go ahead. I just want anything as far as what do you go through as a boss, the unfavorable times that people don't know about. Because, I hate when people use this, I'm a boss. You ain't no boss. A boss is somebody that runs something, not because you bought a Benz. That don't make you no boss.
You the
A
first-
boss got to take
You the
losses
first
and
one to
keep it
fall
going.
on that sword and be like, I'm not getting paid for the next couple of shows so that y'all can eat. And then you come out your pocket with the money. They don't know that you came out your pocket so that they can have more of a pay from what you're getting paid for. Or when you go into deliberations and start crying because somebody said, oh yeah, we got another band to play. No, I had a verbal contract with it. What I will do for you is sue you.
Right.
See, you looking at one thing, but what I will do per that one is we will sue you. So yeah, crying, getting the show back, and then getting more than you ever see. We're not doing over 500. If you book us for 13, we want that 13 when we get there. I ain't know you changing your mind 3 days, like that type of stuff. Those emotional moments that the rest of the band don't have to know about.
Right.
And Yanni and Carmen, we three the hard way. We take on a lot of that because we want them to just be musicians.
Oh yeah.
So
and
sometimes you
I
take
know
a loss.
Carmen and Yanni, because I worked with them for years. I was with them. They had when they played in the band I was in. I lead talk for. They was with it. We was together for about maybe 3 or 4 years. And if you got one, you want to get both of them because they work good as a tandem. Miss Curtis, you the last one.
You got a good one. I hope she got a hard one.
And the verdict is.
Okay. And you the lead talker. Is there any time that something did not go right and you really had to go ahead and take the blame for it? As it's almost like, you know how the quarterback, the team don't make it, they lose a game, it all falls on the quarterback. Have you ever been in those type of situations?
You know, I mean, I'm human.
Right.
And being on the front line and watching the crowd and my ear for the music and the drums and the voice, I fucked up.
Right.
I'll turn around and I get back on it. I mean, or at the end of the show, if I don't want, you know, because see, what people fail to realize is the crowd sees everything. So I have been told about my face. You know, I can hear, I'm like,
Right.
you know, I
You
had
got
to
your
learn
reaction.
to chill with that shit because
Right.
we're all together.
Right.
But because I'm up front and I'm watching everybody on the floor, and I'm, okay, that ain't working. And I look at Cherie, and we're like, we pass the ball to each other, shift the song. You know, and there's been times when I miss cues and shit because Boogie and Shannon then locked and I'm dancing and shit. And they like, Karis, next song. And I'm like, what? Oh, right, the verse. And I'm lost.
Right,
You know,
right.
so I mean, it happens, you know, because
Right.
if
Yes.
you love what you do, you get caught up in it.
Right.
So
Oh,
we
it's
had a
very
few
easy.
shows where, you know, shit, Cherie was like saying, you know, 10 for 10, and I'm still fucking singing. You know, it has happened. So I'm not figuring with me, I don't, you know,
bloopers.
I'm not bigger than what I'm just me. You know, I was in Chipotle a couple of weeks ago, and I just stood there for a minute.
Right.
This nigga was like, and I went, right? And he was like, ain't you Karis? I was like, yes, I'm Karis. What you doing at Chipotle? I eat. You know, it's like, what is this? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, sometimes people think if you're in a go-go band and y'all rolling that you're just out of the loop of shit. Like, no.
Right.
You know, so I don't take nothing for granted.
Right.
And no other person in the band, and
Right.
there's some other people that I want to mix up with, and I'm gonna talk to her and that damn Keisha Congo player chick, like that bitch. Listen, because
She looks effortless. That's what fuck.
I won't do it without her.
It's all.
I won't
in,
do it without her.
You know,
It's crazy.
just creating something together and not worrying about what the people. And usually the ones that do the most talking ain't doing shit anyway.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
You know,
Period.
I don't worry about that.
Shasha, I got a very big question to ask you as far as the landscape of Virginia and how go-go fits into it, and you know some of the misconceptions of it. And I can kind of, you know, and I can kind of help you with that because I've seen a lot of misconceptions as well.
I tell people, this is where you go wrong. When you walk into a neighborhood that you assume is a certain way, you don't prepare for what you get.
Right.
Don't assume that because go-go is in North Carolina, it's not go-go. Don't assume that, the Chinese people didn't crank, because they cranked. Don't assume that go-go is different because it may originate, the band may be based in Virginia. You know, because a lot of band members aren't in Virginia, but the biggest misconception is that I'm from Virginia.
That's one of my biggest confusions.
And I'll take that.
I'll take it.
I'll take that because it took a lot for my mother to, a lot. I mean, when you go from Naylor Road to Virginia,
Right.
I mean, then you come over here, they say, you know, you go back home, oh, you talking white. You know, the misconception is that you don't crank if you're from Virginia.
But that's not fair, because
No, it's not fair.
Where do rap come from?
Rap come from New York.
And
now-
we all rapping.
Everybody
yeah.
raps.
And if you look at the way the rap game is now, New York lost the rap game. Now I don't think that'll happen in go-go, but New York really did not have nothing going on for a long time with rap. Because it was in the West and the South.
Not just, you know,
they stemming out from different
my particular
areas.
band, but I hate to see bands and people get shafted because of that.
Yeah, right.
You know, you pay more for them to play in Virginia, and y'all come in 20 minutes, cut it out.
You know what?
Oh, y'all all the way down in. No, that's where the venues are cheaper, and you get a little better security, a little better drink specials, and ain't nobody having no problems. It's a lot.
You know what I
that
tell
people are tired of dealing with to come out.
I've heard this be said. Well, the crank is different and such because of the
Sometimes.
pain and struggle. Look, we got
You
the
getting
same-
paid more and you ain't bringing it. Shoot.
I'll
child.
talk to you later about it.
Oh, they say that.
But let me just say this. Let me just say this. If you playing a 4/4 type beat and you're playing it tight, it
about
don't matter where
It
you
don't.
come from if you're learning how to play the 4/4, I think with a 3/4 swing, however it is. You're learning how to play a beat. The same way if you're learning how to play a cover song.
Exactly.
So my thing is, pain and struggle ain't got nothing to do with it.
Sure
Either
don't.
you're gonna play a certain way or you're not. It's about the mechanics.
Yes.
You play to win the game.
To win the game. Look at Sean and them from Ruston.
Yeah.
Ruston.
I mean,
I
I
remember
you know,
traveling
and
to
to
see
be
Jay
honest,
White in Ruston.
And let me just tell you this. And I'm gonna say this about the whole, this is how VA work. Because I'm gonna tell you my experience with it. When I first came to VA, I came down VA right before I graduated. And I didn't know bands, it was any bands in Woodbridge. It was one band, it was Rasan and band.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the first time I saw them. But the thing is, it's crazy because I thought they were from out Maryland. Because I used to see them out there playing with Regency and Progression on some of them big Butch shows.
Triples.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, I was like, so when I moved there and I seen Rasan and Levon, I said, wait a minute, they from out here. And I tell anybody this. And the era they was in, as far as a drummer and Congo player, I put them up against a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people who don't know about them, now they don't know, but there's some people, some percussionists that we all know, they'll tell you about them.
That's the whole family. That's why I don't understand why I can't play nothing.
Like-
Their whole family, their mother, the father, the kids, the babies come out. I don't think if you can't play shit, I think they vote you off the ship. The whole damn family.
But,
It's
you
probably
know-
got 10 bands between all of them.
Yeah.
And they
And they
all
from
crank. The
Virginia,
girls,
and they all
the girls
play
play
instruments.
congos, the drums, they have sons that play congos
well,
and drums.
Well, you know, that's who play congos for Pure Elegance is their younger brother, Corey. The guys I'm talking about now, their younger brother
That's
played.
his name. I could
They,
not.
they, yeah,
Yes,
he played for
Hawk
Pure
and
Elegance.
Eagle.
And then
Wow.
Lord rest his soul.
They used to be a...
Hawk, so you
Yeah,
know, lost
rest in
him
peace,
last
Hawk.
year, and that boy was bad on the
Oh,
drum.
man.
Anytime Buggy, because I think he filled in with back.
Yes, he has.
Before, yeah,
He's amazing.
these aren't not chopped. They, you know, and my thing is, and no disrespect to the person that said that, but this is about technique. This ain't about birthrights and shit like
Yeah.
that. And that's why I'm so adamant about talking about that. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to tell me that somebody's better than somebody because where they from and all that.
They
Because
did
guess
that
what?
Man,
to
this
Mickey,
hood-
Go-Go Mickey's sons. I was reading an article a couple of weeks ago on Facebook, and it
Right.
pissed me off because I love Go-Go Mickey.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, Chiquita and Butch,
And
rest in peace,
He
Chiquita.
has boys that
Right.
play.
Oh, I know.
BJ and
BJ and Lil
Lil
Mickey.
Mickey.
Good.
So it was a comment on Facebook about they're good because of their father, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm
ain't no
gonna sit
birthright.
back on this one.
Yeah,
And
I
it just
didn't
went
comment
on
either.
Facebook. You know, have you listened to these BJ and Lil Mick play? Like they get it from their daddy because the daddy
Yes,
is a
it had to
beast.
come straight
He's
from
the
the
GOAT
soul.
to me. Mickey is the greatest of all
Yeah.
time. Period to me. Right? That's my opinion. I'm going to my opinion. But his kid, Lil Mick and BJ, them boys terrible.
And they
Right.
move with
And-
confidence.
Yeah.
They are in it.
So this shit that happens is what happened between me and you. It's probably happened between other people. Like Boogie and I are in the same band, and we talked years ago because they were like, "How do you and Boogie get along?" Because Karis used to play congos. So
Why is not that? Why is it that? That's
that's
crazy.
what to me it's the
Because
politics.
they ain't got
that
God
go
in
on.
their heart. Anything
Yeah.
is not of God.
Right.
But do y'all notice something?
They
The
lost.
most people that talks the most in the Go-Go Report, the Go-Go whatever,
ain't
or
playing.
post these, they don't have a band.
They don't play.
They don't know nothing about go-go, but they may know somebody in a band, so they feel like they're obligated to say something because of the probably communication they have with
Right.
this person. But the person is in the band not knowing that they're doing all this ruckus.
Yeah,
So
right.
to me, that's when I
Right.
said we as the go-go community, the people in go-go,
Right.
because I really say the community is the people that pays to come see us.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's really those people who's sparking up all this stuff. I don't think nobody really in go-go went at Mickey's sons. I really believe it was somebody, because when I looked at
always
it,
the
I said
fans.
it's
It's
always
always
the
the-
supporters.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
never
it's
the
never the
person
people
in a
that play.
band or a promoter or none of that.
But
Somebody say
that's
something
got the
bad
bar
about you
so high.
on
Right.
Facebook,
You know what
and
I'm
I'm coming
saying?
right behind, like, who the fuck you talking to? And I'm,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
That's
hoping
just how
my
it is.
grandson's
Somebody
right.
like
Yeah, but
this.
they're
It's
never,
like this
you
with
know.
them, like with, and I say the same thing about Tony, Buggy's son. Me and Tony work out all the time
My
together.
drummer.
And I play congo, they play drums.
Both of them like that.
And I'm gonna say this,
That's how
They
I
like
drummer.
that.
and
I said, I know who you down
hey,
there.
and that's my buddy.
That's how I
But
drummer.
look here, my thing is this: I don't care if you grew up with everybody in go-go, and those boys might have had their father in the house. That don't mean they got the birthright and already. You got to execute.
You gotta
You got to know the
execute.
difference
More is
between a triple
expected
stroke,
from you.
a double stroke, a single stroke, and learning to cross. See, some of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. They probably made a comment. That's why we right here, because we know what we talking about. This to sit down, man. So my thing is, for you people who want to always comment, listen to, go look at some documentaries. Go pull up some drummer tutelages, some Congo tutelage, and then we can have this discussion. But it's no birthright. It's no birthright or I'm from here, that's why I'm good. No. Because when you say that, what you're doing is you're taking away the hard work from these musicians who sit there and put years and years and years behind their craft. I'm a Congo player. And I tell you what, I pissed so much blood in '96. I was in the hospital for 8 days. I damn near died. Somebody had to pick me up and take me out of the hospital. I played a show. That was when there was only 2 mics on the Congos. Wasn't no air condition. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna watch and hear nobody who's never played disrespect what we do. Because they never been there.
Right.
And it's okay to be a supporter. Support us.
Support
but
it.
don't act like and downgrade what anybody do and you've never done it. I don't want to hear about, oh, he got a birthright. Oh, they crank harder because they from here. Come on, get on the drums. I want to see you get on the drums and play your 4/4s. Do that.
But it's
all-
like,
it's
right.
all
Tell me
about
with a double
choice.
straight
Right.
or
Who
triple
cares?
stroke.
Like it's all about
Yeah.
choice. I
But-
mean, if you go to any girl in Belladonna and they're all my sisters, and they say, "Who cares?" Like, honey, I'm Floyd. Okay.
That's good though. You got that? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Or your favorite hairstyle, or your
That ain't
favorite
all
scarf.
I like.
Right.
You know, but when it comes to that energy and that nigga put that bandana on, I know he about to get the fuck off and move, cause you know. But that's just my favorite. That doesn't mean I don't like nobody else.
And you
know
like
what I
him
mean?
because he do what he do good. You know why is it the formula of him doing
Oh,
it.
he
A lot
is
of people.
He's terrible.
She's gonna speak for him, but in an empowering. See, this is the difference between men and women.
Right.
She's gonna speak of him in an empowering situation, in an empowering way, to magnify his craft, to respect him as a man, as a black man, as a musician, everything that he is. Because he's not playing with kids. He's not gonna go back and forth. Why would he go
No, he's
back and
not.
forth
You
with
don't
somebody
hear him
that
doing
say
it.
something?
No,
that.
never.
Never.
So don't allow people that don't understand what you are to speak for you. A lot of people that are in go-go that sit and watch this, and because I sometimes I promise you, as a woman in the community sitting here trying to feed people, I get pissed because I go to the Go-Go Report. I want to see nudies, Joan. I want to see a video. I want to see what the hell if I couldn't get there. I want to see the live. I want to hear about this show gonna happen. I want to hear stuff that just gets me something to believe in.
Right.
Why would y'all take one of the only things we have and make that controversy? Make that be a backbiting thing. Crabs get to the top if they stand on each other's back, then they got the claws, they can reach down and grab a couple of motherfuckers. But instead,
They pulling
you want to
down.
be both of us died. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So I just moved to not be a crab. And I tell people this, just move to empower people. If you want to say, oh shit, well, hey, G think like this. Well, you know what? I bet your bugs would not. Y'all niggas don't know. Up, down, man.
See, my thing is ignore.
You know, this,
I notice when in the Go-Go Report, when people don't respond to certain people and it gets no likes, it gets no response, it dies.
But it's a lot of people
You get
that
what I'm
want to
saying?
move to shut it up. They say something to shut it up, and then the other person
But you
just
gotta
waiting for
learn that sometimes it's better not to say nothing because you're hurting us.
Right. Yeah.
So when you go up there, like sometimes I get mad at you and I have to tell you this because that's just me. Sometimes I just feel like you should just shut up. Don't say nothing. Then he'll go live. Oh, let me talk to you about that. I say,
Hey, and her name,
is he
he be
going
like her
live?
name right here,
Yeah.
Patrice.
Right.
Yeah, this
He
go
do
out
all
to
this
you.
shit.
Matter of
Right.
fact, then it gets
Right.
matter of fact,
Yes.
Patrice so and so. You don't even know where I'm
Yes.
Get
from.
your Lagoga notion, though.
Yeah, get your logo
notion.
there. That's you.
You don't know
But you
about
gotta chill
you
sometimes,
ain't-
baby, because
it's
you
not
wait.
worth your energy.
Right,
I'ma
it's
put
not
too much
worth your
together.
energy.
And you're right. And I get caught up and I get sidetracked at it and I feel passionate about this game just like y'all. But what I want to do right now, I'm going to tell each of y'all how I first remember y'all from.
That might be a problem with
I'm
me.
going to start with you.
Okay.
Because I didn't start, I seen you when you had DC Rap Divas.
Oh, well, you saw me. Well, that's
But I remember you but I remembered you from Nasty Game.
Yeah.
But, because I used to rap too. And I was signed at one time, a small little deal, whatever. Y'all was at Daedalus. You the first person I ever seen take a computer, and I don't know if anybody else was doing this, but you the first person I saw take a computer in there and do a live you had your
Tight
mic.
Radio.
Yeah, I've never seen nobody do that. She was the first one that I saw do that.
Thank you.
Lori, I seen y'all playing. I can't remember where it was y'all was playing. And when I seen you playing, it was like, man, I was like, y'all are a breath of fresh air because I never saw y'all. And the thing is, it's a big misconception that it's not a lot of women bands out here. But I didn't know about y'all. When I seen y'all, I was like, I like them. And y'all was edgy. That's what I liked about y'all. And then when I seen y'all had y'all had a different style to where y'all could put both y'all bands on a card and you're gonna get different crowds.
But you know what? Let me speak about that. I did that. I wanted to play with them so bad. We came out 2002.
Right.
We started in 2002, practicing, rehearsing. I wasn't complete until Devin. Thank you, Devin Messina.
We love you.
She left the Junkyard and she became my second on the mic. I was by myself.
Right.
So I wanted to play with them so bad. I was like, why in the fuck nobody putting us together? Like, they was putting us on all these shows. We was with Backyard everywhere. We was Junkyard everywhere. We was doing Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday. We was doing shows. We was going out of town with Backyard. We was doing so much. I was like, why nobody putting... When they came out finally, why nobody putting us on the show? Miss Marguerite did the meeting at Mike's upstairs from Mike's studio, Backyard Mike. She did the meeting with all the ladies in the Go-Go.
Right.
I'm like, all right, it's gonna hit somewhere. Never. Nobody would never put us together. It just ain't gonna work. Well, it's not gonna work. Why isn't it gonna work? Pleasure and Precise Play. I met these girls. I went to I was in Triples, dancing my little heart out when Boogie and them came. Like, my manager wanna meet you.
Right.
So that's how I became a dancer for pleasure, and then Wilma's Pocket changed.
Well, you know what I think had happened back then is that it's not us, it's management.
Yeah.
So management need their own tier of power. Well, I got this band. Well, I got this band. Put them together. Nope. Because we going to play, let them play. It's
Well, I
it's
found
not
somebody.
us. You know, I think it's the management teams, or years ago when, you had Pleasure Precise, you had this band, that band.
And that's where I took it
and
from.
all
Like,
of the
why?
managers were beefing. So
Right.
they put the bands against each other. I know when I was a kid, Miss Mac was like the guru of the city.
Yeah.
Clicks is open up for Essence for the
And
rest
that
of the
was
year.
it. Yeah. They
Okay.
didn't open up for nobody else.
Yeah.
I mean,
All we
Nasty
did
got
was
to play with
open up
Precise
for
and
Rare
Pleasure.
Essence.
Yeah.
My entire time that I played with Clicks, because Miss Mac was James Funk's mom,
Yeah.
and she had it locked down. No other band, girl band, can open up for Essence
Yeah.
but us.
Yeah.
So that's the politics. Then it was, but
Well,
now
when I
it's
came
like,
around in '91, Pleasure was open up for everybody.
Yeah.
And I actually first saw both ladies at the Go-Go Awards at Crampton Auditorium. Rest in peace, Spice dropped that mic and said it was a conspiracy. I don't know what she was talking about. I don't know what she was talking about, but all I know
That's like
is
when she
that's
did
exactly what she
Scarface.
did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
But they always
Yes.
want to skew. No, I'm Mac Mama Productions. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? And like you see, my DC rap day, we was 15 females
Yeah, they was
in the
deep.
district. So the city paper thought it was like, man, he like the Wu-Tang Clan. I said, yeah, we the Poo-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but all my girls could go. It wasn't I'm cute. No, all my female, put my money down, put my $100 down. You can't burn none of my females. You cannot
I had one of 'em.
freestyle none of them.
I
You
had
get
one
what
of
I'm
'em.
saying?
Good
So
Lord, I
it's
had
just
one of 'em.
when you collectively find talent, I loved it. We had, and everybody thought we was gay because I had gay girls. And I say, no, I'm strictly dickly, but she like what she like. You get what I'm saying? So we had all kinds of women.
Right.
Big girls, small girls, real skinny girls, little Betty Boos. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, strippers, whatever. But we all came to collectively together, and it worked. You get what I'm saying?
And when I saw it was like this, because I'm coming from the go-go gang, you know what I'm saying? Because I did the go-go thing and I rap too. But when I saw y'all DC rap, it was different. It's like I ain't never seen, it's like 100 of them. And they all rap.
That's a
Like they was
energy,
deep.
man.
They walked
Yeah.
in there and they made a statement. And I'm talking about on that card that night, it was Kingpin Slim was on there. I think Chocolate, the Commission, Paul Burrs. It was us and it was somebody else. But when y'all came in there, and they was the only women,
Yep.
they made the biggest statement out of anybody, and that they could perform, and that was the thing. Like they not just here with a look or a vibe. They can really do it. And I was like, man, I ain't never seen that.
I was blessed to have one. Shout out to Miss Amina.
Yes,
Oh,
love
man.
her to death.
What I want, and Shasha, my first meeting you, very special person, put us together. My man Dog.
Yes, rest in
RP, I
peace.
miss that boy every day.
Every day.
And I always got good vibes from you. But I was kind of like Miss Curris a little bit. I wasn't saying why don't you go play in the band, but you was elite. But when you was hosting, I always kind of put that in the lead talker lane a little bit because y'all are entertaining the crowd. Well, Funk was a DJ, so he had to host a little bit. So it was one of them type of things. And I want you to know I'm very happy to see you doing what you're doing and just stay in the game and keep working. You
It's
know what I mean?
freeing. It's freeing. You know what I'm saying? When you go through, when life gives you pages of testimony, you need to be free.
Right.
And when I go in, if we have a meeting in our crowd or practice in our crowd, I said this isn't a place where we should have tears. We need to be free in that place. So it's a support system for me. And anywhere that I'm going to be at this point in my life, I know I'm supposed to be there. God is going to bring me to this situation for this situation. I'm going to tell them that, even if it's not forever, it's for now. Because I'm not forever. And, you know, I'm facing some things with, you know, some things with my voice and maybe not being able to be heard. So when I told them, you know, if I'm going to be heard, the last time that I can roll this, I want to be heard with y'all.
Right.
And then I explained to them why. And when somebody gives you that submission, you have, you know, this is greater than me. I just move greater than me. And a lot of people don't get to see that aspect of it. I'm just going to be where I'm supposed to be. And that's submitting to that. I know. I know that I no longer waste my life. So I know that if I'm supposed to be there, I'm supposed to be there. And I just saw something in you. I said, look at this. The rest of the group was like, yeah, we most hated. I said, well, no, why would you want to be hated the most? I said, don't y'all want to be fucking loved? Because I love you. I love you all. And I said, y'all just want them to hate you. And they like, fuck them. They gonna hate y'all. I said, well, then, damn it, let them hate you. And so, I just saw him. And then, he went up there and said, hey, I'm going to 40-40. I said, who going with you? He said, I'm going by myself. I said, well, fuck it up.
Oh, you talking about when I went to 40?
Yeah, he said, I'm rapping for Jay-Z. I said, yeah, nigga, and you gonna get it.
I went on 40,
You need
40,
nobody
40.
else to go with you. You gonna go and you gonna fucking win. He called me and say, look, I done got through the first round. I said, bitch, you called me through the second round. I'm calling right now. He got an offer. I'm through the second. Look, call me when you say yay. I already know you gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? And somebody go and follow their dreams, like that purpose, and you only gonna be a spirit is only gonna bring a spirit in touch with another spirit, and they here for a short time.
Right.
Well, you can tell by the longevity of a lot of people in this industry.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Go-go, where the genuineness came from.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to be in a go-go band to get pussy or to get some dick.
Right.
And a lot of people.
and that's
No,
a
wait a
big
minute. I mean,
misconception, though.
no, it's not. It's the big
I
part.
mean,
of
no,
the
no,
truth.
no,
It's
no.
a
I'm
lot
sorry.
of the truth.
No, what you're
And
saying.
people are afraid to talk
What you're
about
saying is the
stuff
truth.
like that,
What
but
I'm saying, other people be thinking that. Like, that is
yeah, I
the
mean,
truth. What you're saying is true.
but see, this is what happens with a lot of the Steve Roy's gorgeous to me.
Right.
And there's a lot of the nice looking guys. What's that dark guy that sings? He's great looking.
They're singing my band T.
He's handsome.
T-Sip.
And the guys all of the guys that sing for Familiar Faces, the singers for Kesey, and all of these guys are just gorgeous. But how do they get there? It's how the women put them there.
Right.
So you can't get mad when guys act the way they act, and even some of us girls, because y'all put us there. But
Right.
when you have the love for go-go, and you can talk about it. I was 14.
Right.
That speaks for itself.
You've been in it, yeah.
And I still get up with Belladonna, and sometimes, I work. We don't feel like it, but it ain't about what we feel when people come to see that band play.
Right.
It's not about nothing but who paid to come in that door, and they expecting us to do what we do.
Right.
And it's almost, you a lot of times as artists, y'all ever think back to like, dang, I remember what made me when I started playing. You ever listen to some old stuff you did?
Yes.
Be like, man, that shit was gone.
I just listened to my first
my
record
mom.
a year ago, and it sounds
I saw you
crazy.
on YouTube. I was like, no, the fuck you ain't singing. Tell me, yes, you was. I was like, I better have my clothes on because you could not catch me.
Right.
You did on some little shows. I was like, oh, yeah, I was pregnant with your brother right
but
there.
those were-
But y'all
But
got
those
us
were
a
the fun
jump.
times.
Right.
When you could play at the Wilma Parks or play
Yes.
the Cherries or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you just throw your stuff on and you just crank. And it was really not a lot of that. Shit started changing when I just
The
can't
fashion, the
What
fashion.
happened?
It's like, you know what?
already mad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like, if you look at everybody's experience of what made them want to play, right? In our age group or in our era,
Right.
okay? Our reasons is gonna be a lot different than these other ones coming. Like me, I can say, man, I watched Go-Go Live. Next thing you know, I got buckets. We out full street. We cranking like we. And then it went from there to something else. You know what I mean? They not gonna have stories like that. Some of these people's stories is gonna be, oh yeah, where they started having all these other categories and bands.
Let me tell you
I knew
something.
how to
When
do
we
this,
used to
and they,
play,
you know, it's like-
rehearse with Miss Mac and at her house, her and Miss McNeil. It was in Southeast somewhere, East Capitol or something. And we had to punch a time clock. Chris Allen, I hope you're watching. This was going to rehearsal in somebody's basement. Miss Mac did not play. It was a time clock at the bottom step. Be late. Oh, you could practice all night, do a couple shows. You're docked. You ain't even know it. My ass got caught a lot. Like, why I got all this? Because you was late 5 times in the month of June. So every time I was late, she sat on it. And it was $20 every time I was late. And when I got my envelope, because she paid us every 2 weeks, like a paycheck, your ass was docked and there's a sticky note in there too. I was like, oh. But that's the grounding that we grew up with in Go-Go, taking this shit serious.
Seriously.
It was a job for
Yep.
them. It was a job. So that's how people say, how you been doing it for so long? Because that's how I grew up in it. I don't know no different but to go to and do my thing and go home. And I run around the clubs and get numbers and get drunk. Because I got to get them to go to work. So you better catch me real quick. Because you can see me getting to the door. That's just me. But, it's to each his own. I love it. And I met some young ladies when we did the Go-Go Awards, that damn Taja, she blew me away. And I can't remember, please forgive me, Taja, is the band that she sings with.
I'm trying to think.
She was the young girl with the long red braids.
And
Yeah,
they
who
played
was
with
she?
She sung with Pure Allen. She did beginning. She sing with. No, she don't sing with him. I think she just featured on that song.
Okay.
Yeah, then it was another young lady, Chrisette Lee. I'm going to get my ass up and go see him. You know what I mean? Because the vibe that they have, they got that old school soul in them.
Yeah.
See, that's the shit that I like. I don't want to hear all that fucking hollering. And that's just me because I'm older.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I heard some bounce beats that I was like, okay.
I like T.O.B.
Okay, me too.
When they did that,
Me
when they did
too.
some of the keyboard player, I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, I gotta share it. When you got energy like that, when the keyboard player threw something up and the keyboard player walked to the side of them, I was like, nigga, that shit.
That's
It reminds me
They had real
Junkyard.
good show. They had very good showmanship.
Yeah.
And that's
I
what
have to
makes a
give that to
show.
them.
See, people, they haven't gotten away from Go-Go Band is supposed to be a show.
Yeah.
You see
Band and
such and such
show.
band and show.
Right.
Precise
And-
band and show.
and
Clicks
also
band and show.
and
Right.
show.
You know,
Right.
featuring.
Yeah.
They don't say that shit
Not
no
no
more.
more.
That's what I grew up
It's no
with.
respect.
And
Man,
Yeah.
I'll
no
tell
respect.
you what.
Yeah.
One of the biggest nice things I seen with show. I went to go see Precise one time. They was at the DC Armory. And they came out, I swear to goodness, I thought the devil was going. That's when they had the black capes on.
That was me and Kiva.
Let me tell you something.
We had a cape, we had a black. First of all, because when I got to Pleasure and Precise, they wasn't doing like steps. So I was a choreographer. I was doing my little steps in the basement with Keith. So my brothers had the Dracula capes.
Right. Y'all was playing a murder with the case in the back or
We
something
had on
like
all
that?
black at first.
That's
We had
right.
on all
Crazy.
black. By the time we had gathered, I don't know what they played. By the time Tyson woke me and Keith up to the little bathroom to change our clothes, so we had on up under that cape shot.
And all I know is
I don't know what they played, but
they
we bust
came
out
out
them
with them capes. Then all I heard Michelle, how many niggas? How many niggas is ready to lose? That was it. But look, we just about out of time. What I need all y'all ladies to do, go around the room, tell where they can reach y'all at in your respectable organizations.
Well, you can catch us on Facebook at Nasty Reloaded 5.0, and our website is www.nastyreloaded5/0.com. Yay!
Look, I don't even remember all that. Look, we on Facebook, SOS Ladies of Go-Go. Most of my stuff is through my page. Lori Murray, Lori, Instagram. You know, you could check us out on YouTube, Sensation the Opposite Sex, Bartender, Imperial featuring Rod Digger. We working on our album, and I'm working on an EP project by myself. So,
Yes, Christmas song. We're going to remember everybody this year, as many as we can that passed away. Rest in peace to, we had some lit deaths this week. I ain't even going to get into it. But you can catch us on Facebook and, of course, Instagram. We're building on our website right now. And then the free two-song CD will be out at every last one of their shows. I will be passing them out free or for canned goods. You already know. And real quick, I'd like to announce the winner of the Shasha Mouthpiece Community Outreach Award goes to Young Highway. Thank y'all so much for all y'all do. Eric, rest in peace to your sister. She just passed away. We're here with you. I appreciate what y'all do. Tanya Close, because she's going to Tanzania and reaching down to our sisters there who don't go to school if they don't have feminine hygiene products. So they're missing their education because of hygiene. And so we want to recognize her as well. And you can also donate to Journey Vin. It's going to be on my page later on tonight. The $1, $2 is 3 times as much in Tanzania, and they're taking backpacks and school supplies and buying toiletries for women when they get out there. And I love y'all so much for helping and supporting the homeless situation. We still have 4 Christmas families. Remember them if you don't remember the band. Thank you.
amen.
Hey, that's Belladonna on Belladonna. I'm just kidding. BelladonnaBand.com. You can Google us too. You know how it is. Also, I'm a GM. I manage residential, retail, and commercial. Y'all can hit me up on the Gates Hudson website, General Manager / Vice President of Marketing. And if you need an apartment, I do low income, I do high income, and I can probably finance you something too to buy a house. So check me out. All right.
And I'm your host, Panorama Raymond. And we just finished another edition of Let's Have a Sit Down. We'll be back in 2 more weeks. And let me just say this to the young
Show how to play the cowbell.
Please. Look,
Me too.
to everybody. Put them guns down and have a sit down. It's nothing worth losing a life or going to jail.
Absolutely.
I'm serious.
Shout out to Miss Marguerite. I love
Yes,
you.
Miss Marguerite.
I love you. I love you so much.
Y'all.
Shout out to BPM. Shout out to every woman in go-go. We kicking
Yes,
down
yes,
the door,
yes,
waving
yes.
the full forward. I told y'all don't want to see us no more, but we here. And we gonna give you some more. That's right, we freaking, but we ain't no whores. Y'all don't know what you got in store. Backpack full of shit, and we still want more. Y'all want to know about the freestyle. We jive wild, and y'all know, okay.
Okay. You supposed to hit it like
I
that.
don't rap, I just.
You supposed to